it's Casey here and welcome back to my channel. And today's video, I want to talk about living in Germany versus living in America, COVID-19 edition. Because of course, like living normally, there's definitely differences between living in both countries, just like if they were normal. But lately with this pandemic going on, it changes everything. So if I had to choose where to be stuck in a pandemic, I definitely will choose. So my first reason is I just feel like ever since beginning, it's been taken a lot more seriously. Um, when everything like first started happening around March, I would say like the beginning of March is when we went into lockdown, and we went into lockdown for about a month, and it was being taken very seriously. Everything was closed besides the grocery stores. We went into Kurzarbeit, which is like, we didn't work really. Um, and I feel like everybody just here in Germany took it pretty seriously, especially because of like what was going on in Italy and Spain, which is not that far away. And I feel like at that time in the United States, I mean, you can say it was Donald Trump because he is one of them, but I think a lot of people did not take it seriously. Just from like what I saw on social media and like TV, and just like my experiences with talking about people, like with people in general, I don't feel like it was really taken that seriously. And so that's like the number one reason. I feel like a lot of risk was taken away just from this one thing. And now my second reason is like the safety of my job and the safety of my pay. Because we were on Kurzarbeit, which is the like, we weren't working at all. Then we went to working only like a percentage of our hours. And then eventually we went back to 100%. But like during this whole time where we were not working and when we were just working a percent, which was like 2 or 3 months, I don't remember exactly, I was paid the entire time. Now, I can't say that was the case for everybody in Germany, but what I do know is that at least the government has to pay 60% of your salary. So you at least get something, to be stable, to have food, to pay your rent and things like this. Um, so I think a 60% minimum is good. But me, I was very fortunate enough and I was able to get my full paycheck. And I know over there in the United States, it was kind of like a hit or miss. I have some family members and friends who, like, they were working the whole time. They were fine, like it didn't really affect them at all or anything like that as far as like money wise, and their life stayed pretty normal in that way. And then I have other friends and like old coworkers and stuff who like lost their job. They didn't have any money, and like they were given the stimulus check, which was I think $1,200, which is nice. It's nice to hold you, like help you just for one day, because let's just be realistic, like rent over there, if you live in like Florida, which is where I came from, or LA or something, $1,200 is your rent. So I think like it was nice that they got something, but I don't think it was like really smart on the government's behalf to plan it out just like that and only, give a little bit at one time, like just one chunk, here you go, figure it out. Instead of like, Germany, they want to give you like at least 60% every month, but they want to make sure you're taken care of. So that's of course like a huge thing for me. And then number three is healthcare. Like, luckily, like I'm blessed and like haven't had to, had a scare. I haven't had a scare of corona, and I haven't been really sick or anything like that. But just in case, like I have been able to go to the doctor if necessary. Like I have my insurance and all the doctors have been open. So if anything happened, like I didn't have to be worried about not being able to get treated. Where, like as in the United States, if you are sick and you think that you even have corona, or you think that, I don't know, something's going on with you and you don't have insurance, then you just really have no way of figuring that out, which I think is a more of a threat to everybody else around you. So I feel like overall, like that's just, of course, the better thing over here. And then this is, but I feel like just in general, people here in Germany, they follow the rules more. Like we know this by the crime rate, it's a lot lower than it is in the US. And I just feel like, there was a time after like lockdown, where they told us, at least here in my city of Frankfurt, I cannot talk about every city in Germany, but here they said, okay, like you guys can go out and stuff now, but you cannot be more than, I believe it was like 2 people or 3 people at a time, like no groups bigger than this. And like the whole time that that was going on, I really didn't see many groups bigger than this walking out. I feel like if this was a rule in the US, everywhere I go, like nobody would have followed that, like even from day one. And I feel like here, I saw that people were really following the rules and trying to like keep things under control. And I feel like just the people here like work together to help each other out as a whole. Um, Whereas like in the US, I don't really feel like it's like that from my experience. And then the last one, um, it's not even really like a point. It's just like me personally, I've been living here for like almost a year and a half now. And I just really have more trust in this country. Like just the way that things are set up, whether it be like the government or like just the people or the system in general. Like I just have a lot more trust and I feel a lot more safety in Germany than I do back home in the United States. Because I feel like back there, like you never really know what's gonna happen. Um, so like this just in general, like if I had to choose, like if I had to pick somewhere out of the two places to stay during this whole pandemic and this whole like craziness, I would definitely choose Germany. And I'm glad that I'm here. So yeah, that's just my little perspective on like what's going on right now with COVID and how things are compared, here compared to over there. Um, so yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.